So in the previous class, we have been discussing about indexing mainly. The main purpose for indexing is for quick access. Okay, so we have seen some of the simple example how we can use indexing in day-to-day life, right? So similarly here in this class, we are going to discuss about B tree and B plus tree. The main purpose of B tree and B plus tree is for indexing, okay, in the relational database management system, right? Here, indexing, as I said, it is for very quick access. If you don't index your record or your content, and searching and then other sort of manipulations with the particular record will be very tedious. Okay, you cannot do it very quickly, right? So for that purpose, we use certain structures, data structures, for indexing purpose. Mainly in the relational database management system, the B tree and then B plus tree are most commonly used indexing mechanisms in all the relational database management system. Okay, so the commonly used index in relational database is B tree index, and this is actually for the indexing purpose, and it allows for rapid tree traversal searching through upside down tree structure. That is, whatever the data or whatever the record you are saving in the databases will be dealt in the form of tree structure. Okay, so here when you save your data in the form of tree structure, the B tree data structure will be able to handle your data very easily. Okay, data in the sense the records very easily, right? So maybe the B tree and B plus tree data structures you would have studied in other subjects also. But the implementation part in the database management system, where really we are using the B tree and B plus tree, that we should understand, right? See here, in the when you use the B tree, maybe you can use it in the both B tree and B plus tree, but there are some small advantages and disadvantages are there in the B tree and B plus tree, right? But the most commonly used data structure in the relational databases are B plus tree, right? It depends, right? Again, there are reading a single record from a very large table using a B tree index can often result in a few block reads, even when the index and table are millions of blocks in size. See, when you save your data in the huge volume, right? So maybe millions of blocks, maybe for example, a terabyte or a petabyte of data. In that case also, the B tree can also be easily implemented, right? For quick access, right? So here, even a single record you can read from a very large table using a B tree index, right? Then maybe if your database is still keep on growing, in that case also, what you can do, you can use your B tree, right? Then any index structure other than the B tree index is subject to overflow. That means the other than the B tree index, suppose if you start using it, then maybe the efficient of searching will not be that much. Okay, right. One second. All right. So if you're not able to hear or any problem in the network, just give me a signal, right? Then, so what is first of all a B tree, right? So a B tree is a self-balancing search tree, right? Here it is a self-balancing search tree. That means it is very important property of a B tree, where whenever you add any new data or record, whenever you remove or insert, that is what all the manipulations you would have studied already, right? So insertion, deletion, right? Those type of manipulations you can do with the B tree. Whenever you save any data in the table format or the record format, the record will be dynamically updated, right? So insertion, deletion will be done automatically, right? So whenever you use insertion or whenever you do insertion or deletion for a set of records in the table, when you use the B tree data structure, it can adjust on its own. That's what we call as a self-balancing, right? So here, the most other self-balancing such trees, maybe the other self-balancing such trees you would have studied, AVL tree and then red-black trees. Okay, but there it is assumed that everything is in the main memory. Okay, so when you study your AVL tree and the red black tree, the whatever the data you are saving, those data will be dealt in the main memory. But here, when you use the B tree is we deal in the form of disk files, okay, or in the disk block. That is, B tree is a specialized multi-way tree designed especially for use on disk file, were used when data cannot fit in the main memory. Okay, even the other data structure like AVL tree and red black tree, it can be implemented only when your data or your set of records that are available in the main memory. But whereas in the B tree can effectively work on the hard disk itself or in the file format itself. Okay, even suppose if your data is not properly fit in the main memory, then again if you are doing any swapping between your main memory and the disk, in that case also the B tree will be effectively working. Okay, so then the other point is B tree consists of your root node, branch node, and leaf node, right? So we are just going to see the B tree structure. It is upside down tree, right? There maybe you would have studied in what is a tree, right? So there you have the root node and then the branches and then leaf node, right? So the same thing we follow here also in the B tree. It is consist of your root node, branch node, and leaf node containing the indexed field values in the ending nodes of the tree, right? So mostly we are going to discuss what is the key difference between B tree and B plus tree. And here the B tree will be having the index values in the ending nodes of the tree, okay, or in the leaf node of the tree, right? Then the next come the B tree characteristics we'll discuss now. In a B tree, each node may contain a large number of keys. Okay, when you create a node in the B tree, so it will be containing large number of keys, right? In the node will be having value and then key. Okay, key in the sense like the pointer, right? Then B tree is designed to branch out in a large number of directions and to contain a lot of keys in each node so that the height of the tree is relatively small. So here when you create a B tree, you'll be branching out based on the number of nodes. Okay, so number of nodes and then number of link will be based on the number of data that you are going to create, right? So here based on that, the B tree, we already said it is a self adjusting or self balancing tree, so that it will adjust the node or the elements so that the height of the tree should be always minimal. Okay, so it will not grow in the very horizontal way, right? Then constraint that tree is always balanced. That is the one more important property characteristics of the B tree. A B tree is a method of placing and locating files in a database, right? So the alternatively, some times the B tree data structures are used to locate the records in the file in the databases. Otherwise, B plus tree also can be used, right? So space wasted by deletion, if any, never becomes excessive. That means there is no point of wasting your spaces by deleting the record, because it is going to just save your space as well as it is going to do the self-balancing work, right? Then so insert and deletions are simple process, right? So maybe when you trying to insert any particular element in the B tree, so that is also very simple process, and even deletion also can be do it, and you can do it very simple. Okay, then so this the index B tree index files. This is a general structure given here, right? So it is similar to B plus tree, but B tree allows search key values to appear only once. Okay, eliminate redundant storage of search keys, right? So B tree, whatever the data out of the search keys that is available, that will be available in only one place, right? Then search keys and non-leaf nodes appear nowhere else in the B tree. So B tree, that is what the difference we are going to see. In the B tree, when you use whatever the data, there are such keys that is in the non-leaf nodes. Okay, that means intermediate node, right? Non-leaf mean it is intermediate node, appear nowhere else in the B tree, right? So it will be appearing in only one place, right? As in the previous point, right? Then what is the generalized B tree leaf node? leaf node will be having your pointer and then key value, pointer and then key value. Okay, so in this format, you'll be having your leaf node, right, in the B tree. And in the B plus tree index files, B plus tree indices are an alternative to index sequential file. So this is the another alternative we can use in the databases, right? And here, what are the disadvantages of indexed sequential file? Okay, so this is actually alternative way for index sequential file. Index sequential file we discussed in the previous class. Okay, that is the sequential file based on index value. Okay, sorted in any index value. So here, what is the disadvantage of the index sequential file? That is performance degrade as file grows. That is also we discussed, right? When you use your index sequential file, when the file size is keep on increasing, then the performance of searching or insertion, all sort of manipulations will also decreases, right? So since many overflow blocks get created when you use a index sequential file, based on the increase in the file size, the number of blocks will also be created. Okay, so based on the size, for example, if you use 10 MB and then based on the 10 MB, the number of blocks will be created. Suppose if your data or the records or keep on growing, then based on that, it may increase to 20 MB and then 50 MB or 1 GB or whatever, right? So based on that, the number of records that you are going to add, the number of blocks will also get increased. Okay, in that case, the index sequential file performance degrades, right? So that periodic reorganization of entire file is required. Okay, so whenever you use the index sequential file, suppose imagine you have about 100 MB. Okay, 100 MB of size. Maybe otherwise you can just imagine you have 1 lakh records. Okay, in the indexed sequential file. So when you do any insertion or any deletion in the 1 lakh records in the index sequential file, that will be very tedious, right? So you have to shift or you have to rearrange the entire set of records, or more frequently, more quickly. Okay, so that is it is actually a very tedious job, right? So if for that what you're doing, I will just prefer this type of tree structure, that is B plus tree. That is why we are getting the advantage over the index sequential file. Okay, so the main purpose of using B plus tree index files to get the entire records self-organized, okay, or self-balanced, right? So here, when you use the B plus tree index files, there is no need for searching the entire file or the entire record sets. Okay, so that is what we are going to discuss. So based on the search key, based on the tree branches, only you are going to focus on that particular branch. Okay, so that you can eliminate the maximum number of comparison when you do the manipulation with the search tree. Okay, so automatically reorganizes itself with small local changes in the case of insertion and deletions, right? So that is what it can automatically reorganize itself, right? That is not the case in the index sequential file. Okay, suppose in the 1 lakh record, if you delete the 10th record in the index sequential file, then what you have to do, from the 11th record to the 1 lakh record, you have to shift to adjust the space. Okay, suppose if you insert any particular record in the 1 lakh number of records in the index sequential file, then you have to reshift, that is, you have to rearrange everything. Okay, but that is not required in the B plus tree index file. What you can do, you can selectively focus on the particular set of records. Okay, no need to reorganize the entire structure or the entire set of records, right? So that is actually the B plus tree index file can automatically reorganize itself. Okay, so with small local changes, even very small minute changes if you do, that is also reorganized by the B plus index tree. And any local changes or anything if you do, any manipulations if you do, that can be also done by the B plus tree automatically. Okay, so reorganization of the entire file is not required to maintain the performance, right? So we are not going to reorganize the entire file as we do in the index sequential files. Okay, so what is the minor disadvantage of B plus tree? Extra insertion and deletion overhead, space overhead. Okay, so here we are just going to discuss simple example. suppose if you do any deletion, and then the particular part of the set of records should be reorganized. Even for that case, also insertion also. Okay, so that is, that should be available. Okay, there is no other way. And then space overhead, a small, little more amount of space should be used when you use the B plus tree. Okay, so that is all, the minor disadvantages we are saying, right? Compared to the other previous techniques, the B plus tree disadvantage may not be considered much, because it is a very minor only, right? Then what is the big advantage of B plus tree? So outweigh the disadvantages. B plus tree trees are used extensively. Okay, that means this is very small minor disadvantage we just discussed, but compared to this, the B plus trees are used extensively, right? That means what? Most of the relational database management system are using the B plus tree for indexing purpose. Okay, so as we discussed in the previous slides, even the B plus tree structure and then B tree structures can support at the maximum any amount of records, right? So that is one of the very big advantage we have when you use the B plus tree. At the same time, it is actually a self-balancing one, right? So compared to the advantages, that is disadvantages can be negligible, right? Then so here is the example for the B plus tree. Here the all the datas are stored in the leaf node. Okay, the key one of the main difference between the B tree and then B plus tree, whatever the data you are having, all the data will be present in the leaf node when you take your B plus tree. Okay, you can see here whatever the data is there in this actually a sequential file. This sequential file is represented in the form of B plus tree indexing. Okay, so here this B plus tree, if you look at this example, it is actually sorted in the alphabetical order. Okay, the first value that is in the first node, in the leaf node, is starting with B, and then C, and then it is C is there, and then the other level you can see E, here also in the next level E, and then this is actually E. Okay, and then Einstein is the pointer which is actually present in the leaf node, and then here you can see gold. Okay, so the pointer is placed in the gold. Okay, and similar to this here, Mozart, and then it is again pointing to the Srinivasan, and here from the Srinivasan it is again pointing to the Mozart. Okay, so again you can see here Srinivasan is available in the leaf node also, right? So here that is why the minor disadvantages of B plus tree, the whatever the data or whatever the pointer you are having, so everything will be present in the leaf node, right? So even if it is in the data is available in the root node or in the intermediate level node, everything will be available in the leaf node. Okay, whereas in the B tree, you will not get the repetition in the leaf node, whereas the intermediate node and then other root node will be having the original data, right? So this how we'll represent the B plus tree. Here we know the last one as a leaf node, and then the whatever the data you have in the intermediate, that is called the internal node, and then this what your root node. Okay, so this is why we call this as a upside down tree. That means the root is on the top, and then intermediate nodes are in the between, and then leaf nodes are in the bottom. Okay, so whatever the this actually the example for your sequential index file. Okay, so this file is in having set of records. Okay, this is one record, second record, third record, fourth record, similar to that, right? See, this record is been arranged sequentially. That is 10101, 12121, that is 15151, and then all 232. Okay, so something like this. Based on this, the numerical value, this entire records are arranged. Okay, so now to this is actually the way of representing your index sequential file. This index sequential file, how you are representing in the form of B plus tree, you can represent like this. Okay, so here for each and every the pointer value that is available in the index sequential file, that will be pointed from the corresponding pointer from the leaf node. Okay, hope you will understand, right? So here, for example, here branded the first name, there is a link is provided from this particular point, and this is actually pointing to this particular record in the index file. Okay, so this actually we take it for the B plus tree example, and yeah, B plus tree is a rooted tree satisfying the following properties. So what is the main properties of the B plus tree? That is, all path from the root to leaf are of the same length. Okay, you can see here from the root node to the leaf node, you have the same length. Okay, that is one of the important property of the B plus tree. And then each node that is not a root or a leaf has between n by 2 and n children, right? So how many number of nodes are there? So based on that, you can see just off of the nodes or the maximum up to n numbers, right? That is, each node that is not a root or leaf has between n by 2 and n children. That is intermediate. Okay, so the without leaf node and then without root node, if you have the intermediate node or the internal node, and this internal node will be having this type of that is node. Okay, number of nodes, right? So n by 2 and n children. A leaf node has between n minus 1 by 2 and n minus 1 values. Okay, so now how many number of nodes can be present in the leaf node as well as the intermediate node? This was the condition. Okay, so in the leaf node, what is the condition given? That is n minus 1 by 2 and n minus 1 values. Okay, so this is one more example where you can see here B plus tree for instructor file, that is where n equal to 6. Okay, so n value given is 6. Then based on this n value, then how many number of nodes should be there in the leaf node and then non-leaf node? Okay, non-leaf node, that is intermediate node, right? So here we don't have the intermediate node, but here we have the root node. For this, the root must have at least two children. Okay, so suppose if you have only one record, then that will be considered as a root node. Okay, so if you have minimum 2 records or the 3 records, then it will be split into minimum 2 children, right? So maybe you have studied in the binary tree. Binary tree, each and every node will be having only two children, right? So but here in the B plus tree, the minimum level or minimum number of children that should be available in each node, that especially in the root node, should be true, 2. Okay, so otherwise the number of nodes or number of node that you can create in the non-leaf node should be n minus 2 and n is n equal to 6. Okay, that means you have taken a 6, and then the non-leaf node n by 2, that is there are 3 uh, 3 node you have to create. Okay, 1 2 3, maximum how many nodes you can create here? So the leaf must have between 3 and 5. Okay, that is n minus 1. Able to understand? N equal to 6 here, n minus 1 divided by 2, that is 5 by 2. 5 by 2, okay, so 5 by 2 is 2.5. So the maximum value is 3 is taken, and then n minus 1 is 6. Okay, so between 3 and 5 you can see here 1 2 3 4 5, and then 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so the maximum how many number of nodes you can have up to 5 values, right? And this is a typical B plus tree node structure. As we saw in the previous slide, here a pointer and then key. Okay, so all the typical node will be consisting of the pointers and keys, right? So based on the key value and based on the pointers, you can design your nodes. So here the leaf node in B plus tree, maybe you can see this example. In the leaf node, pointer to the next leaf node. That is the final one is here. The pointer that is available in the last one will be pointing to the next leaf node, and whereas the pointers that is along with the key will be pointed to the particular record in the index file. Okay, that is your branded. That is, this pointer will be pointing to the correct the appropriate record in the index file, and then this one is you are pointing to the particular record in the index file. Okay, similarly what you can do, you can make a pointer to the index file, and then suppose if you are going to have more number of leaf node, and from one leaf node you have to make a pointer to the another leaf node like this. Okay, right. So here the B plus tree insertion. Here you can see the example. There are the B plus tree is created with the available records. Suppose if you are trying to insert a particular record, for example, Adams. Okay, so new record you are trying to add with the existing B plus tree. For that, how you can insert the record. Okay, so as we said, the B plus tree is on self-balancing. Okay, it can balance of its own, right? So when you add this, the Adams branded, and then it is just going to create one more node. Okay, so based on the number of nodes available in the leaf node, it is just going to create one more node. Okay, so you can see here branded, and then this name Clarifari, and then Crick. Okay, so here if you are adding this new data or new record into the existing, since you are using A, okay, so this particular record will be added first, right? So here when you add the record in the first node, it is actually self-adjusting, and based on the self-adjusting, it is just going to create the one more level, right? So the names are taken to the intermediate node, and then again here you can see here Einstein and Gold, and it is actually created, and based on the number of node, and then based on the data, it is actually self-adjusting. Okay, so here you can see Einstein and then L8, right? Then again from this pointer, the Gold is actually linked with this particular leaf node, right? So the remaining things are same. Okay, so as we said, when you add any new insertion, you're not going to disturb the entire record. Okay, so in the index file, suppose if you add any new record, or if you delete any particular record from the indexing file, then maybe you will be disturbing the entire record side. But here that is not the case, right? So here we are not disturbing the right hand side of your tree. Okay, the right hand side of your tree is remaining as it is. You are not going to disturb anything. Only in the left side only you are making some adjustments, self-balancing based on the input value, right? So that you can minimize the number of comparisons. And we take one more example here, Lamport. Okay, so here L, right? So based on this particular new value, suppose if you add in the previous one, okay, so you have the Adams already there. In the previous slide, we are taking the after insertion, we are taking the B plus tree as it is, and from this B plus tree, we are trying to add a new name, that is Lamport. Okay, suppose if you add new name Lamport, so based on the sorting, you can just find where you have to insert, right? So here suppose if you try to insert from where you will start. So here based on the number of nodes, the particular node is self-adjusting, and you can see here this particular Gold from the intermediate level, it is pushed back to the root node. Okay, then here Mozart is adjusted with in the root node, and then again the same pointer, right? So the pointer which is already made in the previous case, it is already available for the Kim. Here also this is also self-adjust. Okay, then here IJKL, right? So after K, you are going to insert the L. Okay, so here the new data or the new record that you are going to insert will be placed next to the corresponding the sorted record. Okay, after the K, you are going to insert. Okay, so here this is actually the pointer which is pointing to KAM, right? So then here, this is a pointer, it is pointing to the intermediate node. From this, it is pointing to the gold, right? So here you can see the next remaining part, okay? So from this, right? So from Srinivasan, Mozart, and then Singh, and then Srinivasan, and then WU. So this set of node we are not disturbing, okay? Even when you insert this set of node, we are not disturbing, and then only based on the self-adjusting, we are just making some small arrangement here. Even for that case, even this particular portion is also not disturbed, okay? Even this particular leaf node is also not disturbed, okay? So here, based on the insertion data, only in which particular set of record to be updated or set of record to be deleted, so only that particular part alone will be adjusted, okay? So you're not disturbing the entire tree structure when you're adding, or when you're inserting, or when you're deleting, right? So that is one of the major advantage of using the B plus tree data structure, right? So here in the database management system, we'll be dealing with lakhs and lakhs records, okay? So in that case, if you even insert a simple record or even a single record, it will have a great maximum impact, okay? So to reduce the the searching, and then the other sort of the memory and whatever, so when you use the B plus tree, it will be very easy, and you'll not be disturbing the entire database or entire set of records, okay? So where the arrangement or self balancing required, only that particular nodes alone you are going to make the changes, right? That is the other major advantage you can get when you use the B plus tree. And here, what is the difference between the B tree and then B plus tree? The same example is given. So in the B tree, given in the top, and then B plus tree is represented in the bottom, okay? So the same data, right? So here, as I said, the B tree, whatever the data, maybe in the root node or in the intermediate node or in the leaf node, the leaf node will be having set of data, and then the intermediate node will be having set of data, and then root node will be having set of data, okay? So there will not be any duplication or repetition in the B tree, right? So it will be as it is. That's what we already said. The data or the node will be present in the B tree will be only once, okay? Whereas when you look at the B plus tree organization, here whatever the data that is present in the root node or an intermediate level node, everything that will be available in the leaf node, okay? So you can see here, Mozart is present here, Mozart, and then Srinivasan, it is in the intermediate level, it is also present here, and then here Einstein, that is also present, and then even gold, it is also present here, okay? So this what the B plus tree, that is in the B plus tree, whatever the data or whatever the node available, so everything will be present in the leaf node, okay? Right. So the B tree index files, advantages we have, disadvantages we have. Advantages may use less tree nodes than the corresponding B plus tree. So because the repetition is there in the B plus tree, so B tree will be using less tree nodes. Sometimes possible to find search key value before reaching the leaf node. So because you'll be traveling from the root node to the leaf node, sometimes if you start searching a particular data or a particular node, then you can find it anywhere, okay, before you reach your leaf node. What is the disadvantage of B tree? Only small fraction of all search key values are found early. So it is a possibility of searching a particular value will be, particular search key will be very less, and then non-leaf nodes are larger, so fan out is reduced, okay? So here when you use the B tree, the non-leaf nodes are very bigger in size. So thus B trees are typically have greater depth than the corresponding B plus tree. That is, number of nodes or number of levels present in the B tree will be more than the B plus tree, okay? Then insertion deletions more complicated than the B plus tree. So B tree will be having, when you do insertion or deletion, will be having a little bit more complicated than the B plus tree. B plus tree will be more advantageous. Then implementation is harder than the B plus tree, right? So typically advantages of B trees do not outweigh disadvantages. So here as we said, the most general preferred way of using indexing in the all the relational database management systems, we use B+tree. Okay, right. So in the next class, we'll discuss about hashing. Hi learners, please subscribe to my channel and also press bell icon for latest video updates. Please do not forget to like, comment and share. Thank you.